How are we, my viewers? Perpetrators alike. In this video I'm just going to be talking about how I've written to the authorities. This is just one of the last letters that I've written and the responses that I received recently. Now, I've written to the New South Wales Ombudsman, the Commonwealth Ombudsman, ICAC, Human Rights Commission. I've even sent a letter to Tony Abbott when he was our Prime Minister. Who else? I mean, I haven't left any governing body out there, any office out there that I haven't written to. And the responses were all the same. Now, in my latest letter, I detail pretty much everything that I'm being subject to. And my most recent concern, the thing that I'm most concerned about is the poisoning. And I wrote into them and let them know that, I can't survive. They're making it impossible for me to survive. I can't eat my food. I can't financially afford to replace the food that they're poisoned. So I'm going hungry and I'm getting poisoned, and everything else that I've detailed in the letter, which is detailed in most of my videos. Now, this was the response. Dear Mr. Such and Such, your complaint about the New South Wales Police Force, I refer to your further correspondence submitted to this office on 23rd of May 2016 about the conduct of police. Now, what conduct? I just wrote into the New South Wales Ombudsman requesting for an investigation to be taken out in my the fraudulent activity that I experienced in my bank account. But the wording makes it sound like you've gone and you've tarnished the New South Wales Police Force so they can generate more enemies for you, because everybody knows you don't want to make enemies with New South Wales Police. Anyways, I'll continue reading. In your letter, you have raised similar concerns to your previous complaint to our office last year. I have considered your complaint carefully and have decided to decline to require an investigation. In my view, you have not provided sufficient information or evidence of police misconduct to warrant an investigation taking place. Accordingly, at this stage, no further action is proposed by our office. Well, your vision is skewed, in my view. What view do you have? You obviously don't have any view. You've got a biased view. That's what it is. So I'll continue reading. Your letter to our office appears to be about a number of crimes which you have alleged have occurred in your home. See, they won't say taken place, alleged, to downplay your cries for help. Anyways, it goes, I encourage you to report these matters to the police. What do you think I've been trying to do for the last 11 years? And especially the last year, go look up my local police command. See how many times I've phoned them up about people breaking into my house. How many times the coppers have come around to take down details and give me an event number for these assholes scratching my door. Now, I'm not a little snitch like people have made out that I am. Okay? The doors, the scratch marks on the doors, I went and got their event number just so if I do leave this property, I'm not charged for the damages. Okay? And the break and enter, you got to report that. So anyone calls me a dog and a snitch, you're misinformed. Anyways, I'll continue reading. The New South Wales Police Force is the most appropriate body to take reports with respect to possible crimes, which may have occurred, as they can take swift and appropriate action. This office does not have any authority to investigate criminal offences by members of the general public. I appreciate you may be disappointed with my determination. However, I hope you can understand the reason for my decision. Yours sincerely, Belinda Cito, Senior Investigation Officer for the Acting Ombudsman. In brackets, intelligence. Now, I'm not disappointed. You see, this is paper trail. Okay? And I've done this for a purpose. I've written to them for a purpose. I knew that I'm not going to get any help from the system, because the fucking system is doing this to me. I've left a paper trail so I can show my viewers, okay, and people on YouTube that if I do somehow in the future flip out, because it's just normal human reaction, if you're put under constant pressure and put through this program, people know what this program's about, you'll understand that Any minute now, a person that's targeted can flip. They know that. We know that. Alright, so it's a constant struggle within the target individual's mind to not break. You got to constantly hold yourself. Okay? Now, I want people out there to know that I've taken the appropriate steps. I've contacted the police. I've contacted the authorities on many, many occasions. Okay? Informing them of what I'm being subject to. And this is the kind of correspondence that I get in return. Political correct format. No human emotion, no human empathy. Just like a fucking robot. So, I want my people out there to know, the real human beings that are awake, their eyes are open, okay, and that are being subject to this, and also people that don't agree with this. I want you to know I'm not a bloody terrorist, okay? I'm not mentally insane, I'm not mentally unstable, I don't have schizophrenia, I don't have bipolar, I don't have anything that they want to label me with, okay? But if I do flip out, I've taken all the correct procedures. So if I do go to court, if I have the opportunity of standing before a magistrate, because I know if I do flip out and do something, the cop is going to come around straight away and shoot me to silence me because of this paper trail. Even though if the magistrate doesn't agree with you and doesn't want you, is also a part of this, yeah, they can't change laws to suit themselves. Okay, I've operated within the confines of our law this whole time. Haven't done anything wrong. It's them that have been stepping out of that circle of the law, not me. The ones that are supposed to be upholding it and enforcing it are the ones that are corrupting it. Now, if I go berserk at someone, let's just say, I'm just throwing this out there theoretically speaking, let's just say one of my neighbours is coming in my home. That would be the logical, understanding of a person to reach. I go out for 10 minutes, who the hell is coming in my house in that short amount of time and vanishing in that short amount of time? I've got audio surveillance. I've caught people coming in and out of my home. I'm not delusional, okay? And the effects of them poisoning me are not a hallucination either. They're real. Now, how can I be wrong? How can I be wrong if I flip out at someone? Just throwing this out there, theoretically speaking, a neighbour. Yeah? I can't be blamed. Over a year now, I've been trying to resolve this in a peaceful, and civilized manner. I'm not getting nowhere. Every step I try to take forward to resolving this through a civilized understanding, through a civilized nature, I get pushed 10 steps back. Now, I'm not stupid, okay? I know there's sick and perverted people out there. And if I end up in jail, only the angels and God knows what the hell's going to go on to me, what's going to happen to me in there. It's not a place for a civilized person, number one. Number two, the laws and rules and code of practices that we follow outside of here and in the general public are non-existent in lockup. Now, look how skinny my wrists are. I'm not showing you my tattoos. I mean, on both arms I got tattoos, so it doesn't make a difference. Look how skinny I am. What do you think is going to happen to me if I go to jail? They're going to kick my fucking ass every single day. I mean, I'm going to be taken to the sick bay, whatever you want to call it. Alright? Every fucking day. And I have to tell the nurse, yeah, I hurt myself playing football. How the fuck did you get a cut like that playing football? I don't know. There was a branch on the ground. I don't know. Yeah. Come on. What's a person supposed to do? I've been speaking out to other target individuals, and their accounts of what they're going through is not even nowhere near as extreme as what I'm accounting. I just wonder why this program is so intense on me. I'm not, the world doesn't revolve around me, and I'm not self-consumed. I've actually sat down and done my research and gone through different target individuals. I mean, everything that they can throw at a target individual, they've thrown at me. But with other target individuals, it's only a select, it's just a small amount of that stuff, the techniques that they're using. On me, they're fucking hammering me with everything. They keep trying to bait me up with cars, leaving cars running, people walking around with their keys in their hand, trying to get me to take the keys and drive off. Where am I going to drive off to? To the bush? That's where you want me to go. So no one can see your dirty work. No, that's not going to happen. I can leave under the cover of darkness and never return. You guys will never find me again. But I refuse to run away. I refuse to leave this, let this go. I refuse. You know, even if they take and kill my dog, it just gives me more of a reason to stay. More of a reason to resist. They're probably watching this now and saying, yeah, we'll put you to that. We'll hold you to your word. Let's see. It's all about it. It's a game to them. It's all it is to them is a game. Game of cat and mouse. But if they were to stand in front of me and come out openly with harassment, instead of these little roundabout innuendos, yeah, and these little slide remarks, come out openly, aggressively, not passive aggressive, aggressively, to my face, and we'll see what happens. And don't have someone waiting around the corner with a camera or a little setup. Don't be dogs and cowards about it. Be genuine. Come up and fight me by yourself. Don't set it up. We'll have a go. What are you afraid of? Oh, but every single time I walk past people's houses, they buckle because they think I'm going to do something because they're so fucking guilty of what they've done to me. They're so scared of me because they know they're fucking me. But little do they know how my mind works. This is a game of chess. Okay, I don't want the fucking pawns. I want the king and queen. These pawns are nothing. You flick one out the way, another one's going to come. No, you strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. You know, in one of my last videos, I say that I'm going to expose major handlers in this program. That's not a threat. That's not a form of blackmail. Okay? Either way, you're going to knock me off. I'll leave these names online, on YouTube, for other Australian target individuals to see. Then they will remove you from the program as a handler and replace you with someone else. And the program won't be as efficient because these sons of bitches, yes, I said it, yeah, are experts at what they do. And good luck trying to find someone to replace these fucking assholes. These power-hungry, power-tripping dogs. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. You know, I was sitting down the other day thinking to myself, you know, if you've got $1 million in the account, you've got a house paid off, you've got 2 nice cars, your children are all grown, married and, you know, left the nest, why do you keep working? Why are you still working? Why are you still earning money for? Why? Why? Because they want power. Okay, because money gives them power. They can do little dodgies, pay people off under the table. That costs money. So obviously these people, yeah, are scum. Yeah, and they know if they were to come up to a target individual face to face, they'll get dropped. Alright? I'm not a fighter, but I know how to fight. I don't like fighting, but I'll fight if I have to. I will stab someone if I have to. If they're coming at me to harm me, okay, I will stab them. And it will be a fatal stab. It won't be just a stab like to render them bleeding or whatever. No, I'm going to take their breath from them. And I'm going to scalp them. And I'll do a powwow dance around their bloody body. That's how angry they make me feel. See, a lot of people out there are going to say now, you're a psycho. No, I'm not a psycho. I've been pushed to this predicament, this stance, these emotions that I'm going through. I've been pushed to it. And people watch videos, oh look at him, he sways from one emotion to another, he's erratic. No, this is what the perpetrators do to you. When you're happy, they bring you down. And that can happen overnight. Especially if you've been going through it for so long and you're struggling to keep yourself up on that positive vibe. They know. They know, they feed off it. Like on my last video. You know, about the energy, about the chi. This is what you have to research, people. These people feed off this negative energy that you're giving off. And it's not easy to stop doing so. You know, it takes a lot of mind control, a lot of strong effort. Now, I know this is just going to change the topic quickly. I've been talking to a guy on Facebook from the States. His name is Mike Mason. Seems like a really genuine guy. Really down to earth guy who's going through the shit as well. And he's put me onto an Australian targeted individual. Now, what was strange, what was really strange, I got up out of my seat and I looked up a Bruce Lee video, something about Bruce Lee. And one of the actors that was on the set when Bruce Lee was killed was named Michael Mason. Now, I don't know if this is a mind manipulation. They've sort of convinced me somehow through waves. I'm still reluctant to believe this sorts of thing because, that whole stigma of conspiracy theorists and people with tinfoil hats. So this is why I'm reluctant to believe it, but it keeps happening. These mediocre coincidences keep happening. I know coincidences occur in life, but not like that. They're bloody toying with us. They're toying with us like a game. And I'm just fed up. I'm fucking fed up with everything. And other target individuals, please don't look up to me like I know everything. I don't know everything. We learn from each other. It's a network. We give and take. I've learned so much from other target individuals. Like there's a really super intelligent chap out there from the UK. His name is Phil Leake. I mean, his brain is remarkable. He's just a genius. Literally, he's a genius. He doesn't even know it. I don't think he understands how smart he is. He's a genius. He's also very, very artistic. If you look up his videos and look at his artwork, why is putting him through that? He looks like a genuine nice guy that hasn't done anything wrong. It's not making sense to me that the actual people that should be in these programs are the ones doing it to people. It gets you questioning life. It gets you questioning society. It gets you questioning how society is being run and how it's been run over the years. All these conspiracy theories out there, there's conspiracy theorists that say that the world is run by sick and twisted people. I believe that. I don't think that they're conspiratards or gone off with the fairies. I genuinely believe this is what's going down. If you want to look around the world, all the mass killings, the wars, the slaughtering, the famine, the hunger. Why is India poor? Why is Africa poor? How can Africans be poor when all the gold and diamonds come from there? How the fuck can that happen? Why? Because foreign nations come in, give guns, drugs and alcohol to the population, get them fighting amongst each other, through wars. When there's war, there's lack of education. When there's lack of education, the people of that country, their intelligence, their understanding, their knowledge of anything goes down. Then they're not capable of harnessing these resources on their own land, and they get exploited. And then they look at iPhones and cars and gold chains. They look to the West and see what people are doing in the West, and they want to just be like that. They can have more than that because of what land they're sitting on. Just like in the Middle East, it's full of bloody oil, black gold. Afghanistan, heroin. Since the invasion of Afghanistan, heroin use heroin has just flooded the streets in Australia and in UK and America. Open your eyes, people, as if you just can't see that. It's not about terrorism. It's not about keeping your nation safe. Besides, when Australia was attacked by Japan in World War II, up in Darwin, who came to save Australia? Nobody. But Australia is always running off and helping other people, but who came to save poor Australia? Nobody. The first Australians, the native Australians up in Darwin fought off Japs. They helped the white man fight off these Japs. And at the same time, they weren't allowed in the pub. There was a sign on the front of the pub door saying, "No dogs, no coons." The fucking bloke just fought with you. He just fought for your country, fought for his country. He saved you. And you're not letting him have a drink. Why is that? It doesn't make sense. I believe all these